Hello, my dear friend. I want you to imagine sitting across from someone who has lived a long life, someone who has seen the beauty of love and the ache of loss. That's me, talking to you today, not as an expert, but as a companion on this journey. Losing a spouse changes the landscape of your world. The house feels emptier. The meals taste different. Even your own reflection might seem unfamiliar. And here's the truth. Feeling uncertain, afraid, or fragile does not make you weak. It makes you human. I want to share how to slowly, gently rebuild confidence and trust in yourself. This isn't about moving on too quickly or pretending the loss isn't there. It's about honoring it and discovering that life still has meaning, strength, and even moments of joy waiting for you. 1. Allow yourself to feel. Grief is not the enemy. The first thing to understand is that grief itself is not the enemy. Many people believe that to be strong, they must suppress sadness, anger, or fear. But true strength grows from facing your emotions, not hiding from them. Story. I remember Margaret, 67, who spent months telling herself she had to stay strong and not burden her children. She went to bed each night feeling exhausted, not just physically, but emotionally. One day, a friend invited her to a small grief support group. Reluctantly, she went. At first, she barely spoke. But when she finally shared a memory of her late husband, her voice trembled and tears fell. That trembling voice was the beginning of reclaiming herself. Margaret realized that acknowledging her grief didn't weaken her, it gave her a foundation to rebuild. Practical steps. Say out loud, I am allowed to feel what I feel, fully and without apology. Keep a daily emotions log, event, feeling, body response. Even small notes help you notice patterns. Try 2 minutes of focused breathing when emotions feel overwhelming. Inhale 4, hold 2, exhale 6. Why it helps confidence. Feeling your emotions honestly teaches you that you can survive your feelings and even grow stronger through them. 2. Rediscover small wins. Competence builds confidence. Confidence often falters because suddenly, everyday tasks feel monumental. The trick is to rebuild competence gradually, one small win at a time. Story. Tom, 72, had never managed bills alone. The thought of calling utility companies filled him with anxiety. He broke it down into 3 simple steps. Find last year's statement, make a phone call, and set up automatic payments. Checking off each tiny step brought him more confidence than he imagined. By the end of the week, Tom felt capable again, not because the tasks were monumental, but because he reminded himself, I can handle this. Practical steps. Make a 3 wins list every morning. 1 household task, 1 personal task, 1 small act of kindness for yourself. Start with 5-minute increments if a task feels overwhelming. Track wins visually. Sticky notes, journal, or even a jar. Every checkmark is proof you are capable. Why it helps confidence. Each small success is tangible evidence that you can manage life, despite the absence of your spouse. 3. Rebuild gentle daily routines. Structure brings safety. After loss, days can feel like drifting without anchor. Routines bring predictability, which calms anxiety and rebuilds self-trust. Story. George, 68, found himself sleeping and eating at irregular hours after his wife passed. He started with 3 anchors, a short morning walk, tea and reading at 11 a.m., and preparing a simple dinner at 6 p.m. Within weeks, the rhythm gave him stability. He noticed less anxiety and more confidence in managing small tasks each day. Practical steps. Pick 3 small anchor points in your day. Start with simple morning rituals. Open curtains, stretch, drink water. Keep evening rituals soothing. Dim lights, soft music, or reading. Why it helps confidence. When your day has gentle predictability, you trust yourself to navigate it successfully. 4. Reconnect with supportive people. Choose your circle carefully. Isolation can deepen doubt. Reconnecting with the right people is key. Seek those who lift you, and it's okay to limit contact with those who drain you. Story. Linda feared returning to her church group, worried about pity. One woman simply listened, never judged, and invited her for coffee. That weekly connection became a lifeline. Slowly, Linda remembered, she was still a person with value, beyond her grief. Practical steps. Identify 3 people who energize you. Reach out to one this week. Join groups focused on shared interests, not just grief. Protect your boundaries. It's okay to say, "I need space," when needed. Why it helps confidence. Being seen for who you are restores your self-worth. 5. Try new things. Curiosity expands identity. New experiences remind you that life isn't over. They rebuild identity, creativity, and joy. Story. Eleanor, 70, had always admired painting but never tried. After her husband passed, she bought watercolor supplies and began experimenting. Her early paintings were messy, but the process delighted her. Soon she joined a gentle painting circle, discovering both a community and a renewed sense of self. Practical steps. Make a curiosity list of 3 things you've wanted to try. Commit to 4 sessions before deciding if it's right for you. Keep a short journal. Note feelings, surprises, and small achievements. Why it helps confidence. Trying something new proves to yourself, "I am still capable of growth." 6. Speak kindly to yourself. Reframe inner dialogue. The way you speak to yourself matters. Negative thoughts chip away at confidence. Naming them and gently reframing them rebuilds trust in yourself. Story. Robert often muttered, "I always mess up." His therapist suggested writing one thing he did well each time that thought arose. Soon, Robert's inner voice shifted from criticism to encouragement. Practical steps. Pause and label negative thoughts. This is grief talking. Replace with truth. I managed that phone call, and it mattered. Record kind messages to yourself for difficult moments. Why it helps confidence. Your internal voice becomes a steady witness to your capabilities. 7. Accept help. Strength shows in knowing when to ask. Seeking help isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Professional or practical support can make a world of difference. Story. Susan, 64, feared therapy meant she was failing. Yet guidance gave her tools, clarity, and relief from carrying every burden alone. Practical steps. Ask a trusted person to help with overwhelming tasks. Explore counseling, support groups, or community programs. Why it helps confidence. Assistance allows you to focus on rebuilding without exhaustion, reinforcing that you are not alone. Deep reflection. Why confidence wavers and how to rebuild. After losing a spouse, 3 things often undermine confidence. Identity shift. Your life role changes. Who you were with your partner feels gone. Practical gaps. Shared responsibilities now fall on you alone. Emotional overwhelm. Waves of grief, anxiety, or numbness make decisions feel daunting. Each of the 7 steps addresses one or more of these areas. Together, they form a scaffold to reclaim steady, compassionate confidence. My dear friend, losing a spouse is profoundly life-altering, yet it does not erase your worth. Confidence returns slowly, through honesty, small actions, gentle routines, supportive connections, new experiences, kind self-talk, and accepting help. Which of these steps speaks to you today? Share it in the comments. Your story might become someone else's beacon of hope. If this conversation warmed your heart or offered practical insight, please like, subscribe, and share it. Remember, rebuilding confidence is not a race. It's a gentle, loving journey back to yourself, one heartfelt step at a time.